Chapter 31: A Sensation Across the Province. The Pride of Jiangcheng. You are listening at novelfull.audio. June 12 is the last day for the announcement of the National Martial Arts College Entrance Examination results rankings. In other words, on this day, the rankings will definitely be announced. The capital of Jiangnan Province, Ning'an Municipal Education Bureau, the director and all the teachers were waiting in front of the computer, waiting for the results and rankings to be announced. Even in this small office, many cakes and champagne drinks have been prepared. Let's have a joyful celebration after the results are officially announced. Lei Zhou from Ning'an No. 1 High School performed well this year and scored more than 9,200 points. He should be the provincial champion. It's very likely, but it's not certain. I heard that there are a few talented students in the next province. That's right. It depends on each individual's destiny. The teachers were all talking and discussing among themselves. Lei Zhou, who comes from Ning'an No. 1 High School, possesses A-level superpowers and has first-level high-level strength, and is a popular candidate for the provincial champion. The results are announced. At this moment, the teacher who had been waiting in front of the computer opened his eyes and opened the ranking list, but then he was slightly stunned. What's wrong? Feeling something was wrong, the director of the Ning'an Municipal Education Bureau frowned and stepped forward, and was shocked to find that the first place turned out to be an unfamiliar name. First place in Jiangnan Province, Su Jingming, Jiangcheng No. 2 High School, total score, 11,124 points. What? The provincial champion is actually from Jiangcheng? The director's eyes widened with shock on his face. Such a scene happened not only in the Ning'an Municipal Education Bureau, but also in the education bureaus of other prefecture-level cities in Jiangnan Province. However, compared with the shock of various education bureaus, the journalists in Jiangnan Province were all moved by the news. To know, Jiangnan Province is the most populous province of Bactria. There are 24 prefecture-level cities and nearly 34 county-level cities in the province. As the provincial capital, Ning'an City and several nearby prefecture-level cities are recognized as the most prosperous, and are also the places where people with superpowers gather the most, and where geniuses are most likely to be born. However, Jiangcheng, located in the most remote northern part of Jiangnan Province, is recognized as lacking resources and has few talents. In the past few years, the provincial champions in Jiangnan Province were all born in Ning'an City or several nearby prefecture-level cities, but this year, it's completely different. The provincial No. 1 scholar actually came from an unknown city, Jiangcheng, even unknown to most people in Jiangnan Province. What does that mean? As a result, these journalists began to frantically collect information related to Su Jingming. You won't know if you don't check, but you'll be shocked if you check. The awakened ones with E-level abilities and who have not yet advanced to the next level are stirring their nerves with each word. They were amazed and their eyes were shining at the same time. This is a natural hot spot. So, transformed into tentacle monsters, they edited articles with thousands of words in just a few minutes. Absolute dark horse. The provincial champion from Jiangcheng. Shocked. The provincial No. 1 scholar is actually just an awakened person. Who said E-level superpowers can't be the provincial champion? The titles of these articles all whet your appetite. As soon as it was published on the internet, it attracted many clicks and views from netizens. Netizens in Jiangnan Province, in particular, continue to leave their own comments on these articles. Aren't provincial champions generally first-level high-level superpowers? Can awakened people also get provincial champions? Can an E-level awakened person win the first prize? If this were true, I would win on the spot. Upstairs, you wait, I'm going to find his martial arts college entrance examination video now. Regarding these news, the most common comments are doubts. After all, the top picks in Jiangnan Province in previous years were all first-level high-ranking superpowers. The power levels are at least A or B. Now that an awakened one with E-level powers appears, everyone naturally doesn't believe it. Some people with extreme personalities even screamed in the comments. It is said that there is a shady story behind this martial arts college entrance examination. Su Jingming is actually the incompetent son of a certain behind-the-scenes boss, and he was forcibly promoted to the provincial champion position. cheating in the martial arts college entrance examination is an extremely serious matter. Many people directly left messages on Jiangcheng's official account, begging everyone to be told the truth. Seeing that public opinion was getting more intense, Jiangcheng's official account took its time and released the video of Su Jingming's martial arts college entrance examination. In this regard, some trolls who had bad intentions and were ready to spray harshly were dumbfounded. Su Jingming, the top scholar in Jiangnan province, is truly an awakener. Damn it, one shot pierced the skull of a first-level one-horned rhinoceros. Isn't this guy stronger than a first-level superpower? It looks like a power that enhances the power of the strengthening system, but it's just an awakener. How can the power increase be so strong? Nah. It's not the strengthening type, it's the lightning type. You tell me this power is an E-level power? The unscrupulous media spread rumors without any bottom line for the sake of traffic. Su Jingming's martial arts college entrance examination video is 12 hours long, perfectly covering every moment of his time in the examination room. As a result, as soon as the video came out, the voices questioning Su Jingming quickly disappeared. Instead, people were amazed at Su Jingming's superb marksmanship and powerful lightning abilities. The topic about Su Jingming is extremely popular on the internet, and it has also become a hot topic in Jiangcheng. The martial arts college entrance examination is a topic that all people participate in. It's just that in Jiangcheng's previous college entrance examinations, the best scores were only among the top 100 in Jiangnan province. It's embarrassing to say it. Therefore, people in Jiangcheng did not pay much attention to this in the past, but it's different now. Jiangcheng has become the provincial champion. Many people are enthusiastically posting topics on the internet. Some people who knew Su Jingming originally even claimed to be Su Jingming's friends. As for the local media in Jiangcheng, they became even more busy. They rushed to Jiangcheng No. 2 High School in an attempt to interview the principal. As early as when Su Jingming scored more than 10,000 points, the principal had anticipated this scene, so, wearing a suit, he faced many microphones and talked without any panic. In addition, Su Jingming's head teacher and other teachers in the group were also interviewed. This time, the smile on the face of the always stern head teacher never stopped. Between the words, he also praised Su Jingming unstintingly. In addition to Jiangcheng No. 2 High School, senior officials from the Municipal Education Bureau and the municipal government were also interviewed. Su Jingming is the pride of us Jiangcheng people, and his achievement is inseparable from his own efforts. Of course, it would also be inseparable from the vigorous training of the school and the Education Bureau. As usual, Zhang Wenshan, director of the Education Bureau, spoke impassionedly and officially. Then he said that he would reward Su Jingming with a gift including 1 million in cash and a special ability training method. The Municipal Education Bureau finished awarding the awards, and the municipal government followed closely behind. He said that he would give 1 million in cash to Su Jingming and a luxurious villa in the city as a gift. It is an old tradition in each province to reward the provincial champion. Although Jiangcheng is much poorer than provincial capital cities like Ning'an City, it can still afford several million. In addition, the popularity Su Jingming brought to Jiangcheng was far greater than the government's efforts. Chapter 32 Top Universities are coming. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Su Jingming was unaware of the ups and downs on the internet. After receiving congratulatory calls from his sister-in-law and the principal and director, he went straight to the Thunder Martial Arts Gym. Even though we have a system, we still can't let go of our usual basic training. In the training room, the black gun, which was almost useless, turned into a black phantom under his wave, because the swing speed was so fast. There were screams in the air from time to time. The 50-kilogram weight of the black flame gun didn't seem to have any impact on him at all. Every action is very standard. Dingling bell. The phone rang, interrupting Su Jingming's training. He frowned, put away the gun, and picked up his cell phone. The caller on the caller ID was Zhao Yao, the principal of Jiangcheng No. 2 High School. Didn't the principal just call? Why did he call again? Su Jingming's status as provincial champion is destined to become famous in the future. However, he himself doesn't like the feeling of being disturbed, especially during training, so I set the phone to whitelist mode early. But unexpectedly the principal called me 2 or 3 times in a row. However, Su Jingming also knew that with the principal's personality, he would not call in if there was nothing important, so he no longer hesitated and pressed the connect button. On the screen, sure enough, as soon as the call was connected, Principal Zhao Yao's excited voice came out. Su Jingming, come to school quickly, the admissions teachers from the 3 top universities are already here. The admissions teacher is here so soon. Su Jingming was a little surprised. Among the 3 top universities for special abilities, Qingjing University for Special Abilities is located in the northern part of Daxia Kingdom, and Jiangcheng University of Special Abilities is located in the central part of Daxia Kingdom. They are all relatively far away from Jiangnan Province, and perhaps only the Magic City University of Supernatural Power is slightly closer to Jiangnan. According to his estimate, these admissions teachers will not arrive until tomorrow at the earliest. Don't worry so much. Wherever you are, I'll arrange a special car to pick you up right away. I'm here at the Thunder Martial Arts School. Okay, just wait a moment, the special car will be here soon. On the other side, Jiangcheng No. 2 High School, Principal Zhao Yao, who was still being interviewed, learned that admissions teachers from 3 top universities were coming together. Then he personally led the 3 tutors to the school's VIP reception room, and each was served a cup of hot tea. Teachers, please sit down for a moment. Su Jingming won't be here for more than 10 minutes. As a second-level superpower and the principal of a middle school, Zhao Yao is considered the number 1 figure in the entire Jiang city, but now his posture is very low and his attitude is very respectful, because he knew that he could not provoke these 3 big guys under any circumstances. Even the aura of a high-level superpower that the other party exuded unintentionally made his heart tremble. It's okay, Principal Zhao, go ahead and do your work. We'll just wait here for a while. Zhang Qiang, director of the admissions office of the Magic University, waved his hand with a gentle smile. After asking Zhao Yao to step back, he turned to look at the other 2 people and said with a smile. Boy, it seems like we haven't gotten together like this for a long time, right? In addition to him, there were 2 other people in the room, a man and a woman. They are Su Yun from Qingjing University of Extraordinary Power, a plump woman with a good face, and Wu Yuan, a middle-aged man with long hair wearing a gray robe and coming from Jiangcheng University of Abilities. Like Zhang Qiang, they are all directors of admissions offices in their respective schools. Back then, before the 3 of them became directors, they had met each other at the special recruitment sites in various provinces, but since becoming the admissions director, they rarely go out and have never met each other again. But now, because of Su Jingming, the 3 of them met together very rarely. Teacher Zhang, there's no need to say so many polite words, right? Everyone's purpose of coming here this time is very clear. Let me make it clear in advance. Su Jingming, our Qingjing University of Supernatural Powers is about to decide. Su Yun, an admissions student at Qingjing University for the Unusual, has a personality as hot as her figure. He didn't say any polite words and made his purpose clear as soon as he came up. You said we have to settle it now? I also said we have to settle it at Jiangcheng University. Wu Yuan, the admissions teacher at Jiangcheng University, was not to be outdone and snorted coldly. Due to the college leagues held every year, the demand for students from the 3 top universities has always been to select the best from the best, especially at the special recruitment site for provincial champions like this. The atmosphere is even more tense. And it is not uncommon for the admissions teachers to come to blows, of course. He doesn't mind this either, and when it comes time to show off the school's heritage with strength, he won't be vague, but this time the situation is different. Zhang Qiang coughed dryly and said. You too, you are here on a special trip this time not only because of Su Jingming's provincial champion, but also because of his superpowers, right? Nonsense. Su Yun rolled her eyes. The moment she met Zhang Qiang and Wu Yuan, she knew that they all had the same purpose. They are all here for Su Jingming's most likely S-level superpower. In that case, when Su Jingming comes later, let's first determine what his power level is. Listening to Zhang Qiang's proposal, Su Yun and Wu Yuan looked at each other and nodded. Okay, let's determine the level of supernatural power first before talking about recruitment. For a moment, the entire VIP reception room fell into silence, but not long after, there was a bang, and the sliding door of the conference room opened. A tall figure with a spear on his back walked in under the leadership of Principal Zhao Yao. This person was Su Jingming. As soon as he walked into the reception room, 3 eyes focused on him at the same time, because he came from the Thunder Martial Arts Hall. Su Jingming was still wearing ordinary loose training clothes. He was carrying The broken black spear behind him, this posture seemed a bit shabby compared to Principal Zhao Yao, who was dressed in a suit and leather shoes next to him. However, the upright posture and the calmness and composure revealed in the black and white eyes, it was something that Zhao Yao, who seemed to be walking on thin ice when facing the three special recruitment teachers, could not compare with. Not bad. Su Yun nodded. After the martial arts college entrance examination, most candidates will indulge themselves because of the 3 years of suppressed high school life and will not think about training at all, but Su Jingming in front of him obviously just finished training. Just based on this point, ordinary candidates cannot compare. Moreover, the three of them are all 5th level psychic power users. Although they did not use their powers, but the sense of oppression emitted invisibly is not something that ordinary psychics can resist. This can be seen from Zhao Yao next to him, but Su Jingming had no reaction to this. Obviously he was determined and could not be easily shaken. They are all 5th level psychics. Su Yun can see this, and everyone can naturally see it, so, as soon as they met, Su Jingming left a good impression on several admissions teachers. Chapter 33 S-Level Powers. Fight for People. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Su Jingming, let me introduce to you, this is Su Yun, a teacher from Qingjing University of Supernatural Powers, and this is from Magic City University of Supernatural Powers. Under the introduction of Principal Zhao Yao, Su Jingming quickly learned the identities of the three teachers. Hello, teachers. Su Jingming looked respectful. He could vaguely feel the dangerous aura brought by these three teachers. Needless to say, they are all at least level 4 superpowers. Classmate Su, we have all seen your martial arts college entrance examination battle video. The actual combat ability is very strong and very amazing, but I have a question. Your ability doesn't seem to be the E-level ability, weak electricity, that was originally registered when the ability was awakened. Can you tell us why? It's okay if it's not convenient to say, we're just curious. Zhang Qiang spoke first, with a very gentle attitude. Principal Zhao Yao on the side couldn't help but show curiosity when he saw this. Of course, the day before the college entrance examination. Su Jingming, who had been prepared for this, repeated what he had said to his sister-in-law before. Being struck by natural thunder, resulting in supernatural mutation. This is also possible. Before arriving, the three teachers had already done their homework. I knew that Su Jingming was struck directly by a thunderbolt the day before the college entrance examination, so he nodded and agreed with this statement. Then, Zhang Qiang, who was in the middle, spread his right hand. Like magic, a black instrument full of science fiction appeared in his hand out of thin air. The other two teachers were not surprised by this. Classmate Su, you probably don't know what your mutant powers are yet, right? By chance, I brought a power detector from school. Come and try it. Su Jingming nodded when he heard this and walked forward directly. He only saw the power detector when his power was awakened at the age of 16. The instrument in the power awakening ceremony was very large, almost similar to a double-door refrigerator. He had never used this small testing instrument before and didn't know how to use it. Just use your powers. Zhang Qiang reminded, crackling. In an instant, violent and dazzling purple thunder surrounded him. What a violent thunder! Several teachers were immediately shocked. They can sense the violent power contained in the thunder. This power even made them, as 5th level superpowers, a little frightened. At this time, the ability detector in front of Su Jingming also started to operate, and a blue light was projected from the instrument, scanning them from head to toe, including Lei Lei and Su Jingming. Then, under the expectant eyes of the three specially recruited teachers and the principal, a mechanical electronic beep sounded from the instrument. Superpower detection completed. This superpower is Zixiao Divine Thunder, rated S-level. It's actually an S-level power. Principal Zhao Yao's eyes widened. He guessed that Su Jingming's superpower might have mutated, but he didn't expect that it would directly mutate from E-level to S-level. Although the other three teachers had expected this, when they saw that Su Jingming had S-level powers, their breathing became rapid. Wu Yuan, the admissions teacher at Jiangcheng University, his eyes turned green and he was the first to say. Student Su, as long as you come to our Jiangcheng University of Extraordinary Powers, you will be rewarded with a scholarship of 4 million yuan and a set of sea-level equipment. In addition, during the 4 years of college, our school will provide any superpower training methods and combat skills you need for free. 4 million scholarships. Zhao Yao on the side was shocked. The city had already rewarded 2 million yuan just now, and now it is 4 million yuan. Do you really think that money is no longer money? In addition, this set of sea-level equipment is worth tens of millions. Of course, for those with superpowers, superpower training methods and various combat skills are priceless treasures that cannot be bought. Sure enough, geniuses are priceless. When he was in the superpower university, in order to purchase a combat skill, he had to risk his life to kill many ferocious beasts to get it, but now, they just give it away for free. Huh, can you get this little thing? Su Yun from Qingjing University raised her eyebrows and stared straight at Su Jingming. Classmate Su, if you come to our Qingjing Superpower University, you will not only be able to obtain superpower training methods and various combat skills, in addition, we will give you an admission bonus of 6 million yuan, as well as all the equipment you need for 4 years of college. Qingjing University of Extraordinary Power, located in the capital of Daxiao, is obviously richer and richer, and it directly spends a lot of money as soon as it makes a move. Finally, Zhang Qiang, after thinking for a moment, also stated the conditions of his school. Needless to say, there are supernatural training methods and combat skills. Their school has them, and our school also has them, it's just that our school does not provide scholarships or equipment, but will provide you with an S-level training resource every school year. S-level training resources. What are those? Su Jingming looked confused, Su Yun and Wu Yuan on the side looked at each other and saw the shock in each other's eyes. Su Jingming doesn't know, don't they know? The so-called S-level cultivation resources are treasures whose value cannot be estimated, even for 5th-level superpowers like them. S-level training resources are of great use. And now, Magic City University of Supernatural Power actually promised to give 1 copy a year. How heroic is this? You know about the dragon beasts, right? Facing Zhang Qiang's inquiry, Su Jingming nodded. The beast groups are divided into races. Some groups are weak and some are strong, some groups of ferocious beasts that are naturally powerful and similar in size to dragons are given the title of dragons. He is at level 4 or 5 when he is born, and after he reaches adulthood, he can reach level 7 or 8. It's good to know that among our S-level resources, there is a resource called Dragon Blood, taken from the blood of an 8th-level ferocious dragon beast. After taking Dragon Blood, the physical strength will be greatly strengthened, even comparable to dragon-like ferocious beasts. And every one of our S-level resources is at the level of Dragon Blood. Now you understand. Zhang Qiang said with a smile. In other words, Su Jingming's special move level was rated S+, otherwise he would not have offered such luxurious conditions. Dragon Blood. S-level training resources. Principal Zhao Yao felt that he had seen the world before. After seeing the conditions offered by the 3 major universities to recruit Su Jingming, he suddenly realized that his vision was still too small. Su Jingming couldn't help but be shocked when he heard this. S-level training resources are indeed tempting. Okay, it's time for you to make a decision. Among our 3 top universities, which one do you choose? The 3 teachers' eyes were focused on Su Jingming at the same time, waiting for him to make a choice. Chapter 34 The Final Choice, Magic City University of Supernatural Powers. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Facing the gazes of the 3 teachers, Su Jingming was silent for a moment and said, I choose the Magic City University of Superpowers, because power points must be obtained by killing ferocious beasts. He pays more attention to the actual combat training capabilities of top universities. Through the resource review during this period, he discovered that there have been nearly 20 college league competitions that are famous for their actual combat. Almost half of them were champions won by the Magic City University of Supernatural Powers. This is enough to show that Moda's Superpower University is the strongest among the 3 universities in cultivating students' practical abilities. Coupled with the S-level resources that the opponent has invested, the Magic City University of Superpowers can be said to be the best choice. It is indeed the Magic City University of Superpowers. Su Yun and Wu Yuan both sighed. In the face of S-level training resources, the conditions proposed by the 2 schools are indeed much paler, but it's not their fault. The school only has so many recruitment resources for special admissions. It is impossible for the school to use S-level training resources like this, which are of great use to high-level superpowers, to recruit new students. The school doesn't allow it, and they can't offer more attractive recruitment conditions. Teacher Zhang, congratulations, your Magic City Superpower University has grabbed a good prospect this time. The tense atmosphere was limited to robbing people. Now that the result was decided, Su Yun and Wu Yuan couldn't help but congratulate Zhang Qiang. Then he didn't stay much longer and left here with a sigh. There is no chance for them to win the top prize in Jiangnan province, but the other second and third places still need to be fought for. You two, walk slowly. Zhang Qiang sent the two teachers away with a smile on his face, then turned to look at Su Jingming. Classmate Jingming, you are welcome to choose our Magic City University of Superpowers. Our school will definitely live up to your expectations. After saying that, he directly took out the admission notice that he had prepared long ago and handed it over. This is your admission notice. You will need it when you register at school. In addition, there is a special recruitment contract, please sign it. Zhang Qiang handed over another contract. The text on the contract is very concise. The general content is that Su Jingming can check all the superpower training methods and combat skills in the Magic City Superpower University Library. In addition, you can also get an S-level training resource every year. The contract was made in duplicate, and both copies were stamped with the official seal of the Magic City Superpower University. After confirming that the content was okay, Su Jingming signed his name, gave one copy to Zhang Qiang, and kept one copy for himself. Very good, classmate Jingming. You are now a member of our Magic City University of Superpowers. Magic University of Superpowers, we look forward to your arrival. Zhang Qiang also breathed a sigh of relief after getting the contract. As soon as I flipped through it, the contract disappeared out of thin air. This scene made Su Jingming, who had been very curious for a long time, couldn't help but his eyes lit up and he asked. Teacher Zhang, where did your contract go? You mean this? Zhang Qiang raised his right hand with a smile, wearing an exquisite ring on his index finger, then the ring flashed and the contract appeared in his hand out of thin air. This is a space ring. It is made according to the superpowers of space superpowers. Some small things can be stored in it. Zhang Qiang explained with a smile. Space ring. Su Jingming was shocked. Isn't this something from fantasy novels in previous lives? It was actually realized in this world. But after thinking about it, he felt relieved again. There are even space powers, so it seems reasonable to create a space ring. When I get the chance, I'll do it too. Su Jingming made a decision secretly. There is no way, something like a space ring is really too tempting. The price of a space ring is not cheap. If you want to buy one, you have to work hard. Seemingly sensing Su Jingming's thoughts, Zhang Qiang encouraged him. After a pause, he said again, In addition, the registration time for new students in our school is September 1st. You can also choose to register in advance. This is no problem. We will provide accommodation for you. Of course, for special admissions like yours, we always encourage early registration. Can I register for school in advance? Then I can check the library's superpower training methods and combat skills after enrolling? Of course, no problem. Zhang Qiang nodded. Marvelous. Su Jingming originally thought that he would have to wait until the start of school to enjoy the huge training resources of the Magic City Superpower University, but now he could enroll in school early. How could he not be excited? Teacher Zhang, I will report to school as soon as possible. Okay. Here is my contact information. When you get to school, you can just call me directly. After Zhang Qiang left his contact information, he stood up and left without staying any longer. As a result, Su Jingming and Principal Zhao Yao were the only two people left in the huge VIP reception room. Phew, they are all gone at last. These high-level superpowers give people a sense of oppression that is not ordinary. Zhao Yao breathed a sigh of relief, wiped the sweat from his forehead, and then looked at the delicate admission notice in Su Jingming's hand like a treasure. The admission notice from the Magic University of Magic. This is an incredible honor. Let's go, call your class teacher, and let's take a group photo together. Under the leadership of Principal Zhao Yao, Su Jingming held the admission notice from the Magic City University of Supernatural Power. At the gate of number 2 high school, I took a group photo with the Principal Zhao Yao and the teachers of Class 5. In the photo, every teacher has a bright smile, and this photo was placed in the center of the honor room of Jiangcheng number 2 high school. Become a role model for many students to imitate and learn from in the future, while taking the group photo. Su Jingming also received calls from the Municipal Education Bureau and the municipal government. After learning about the generous rewards given by the other party, I just need to show up on the day when the rewards are distributed. Su Jingming agreed without hesitation. After all, people have given so many rewards, isn't it right for you to show your face and promote your hometown more? After leaving school, Su Jingming went to the city center and bought a lot of gifts. Then we took a taxi to Jinghu community where my sister-in-law's family lived. Unlike Su Jingming's simple community, Jinghu community is a high-end villa area. The security at the entrance is also very strict. Without the consent of the owner, there is almost no way for others to enter. Fortunately, Su Jingming had registered visitor permission here before, so he could enter the community unimpeded. Ding dong. Su Jingming stood at the door of the villa and rang the doorbell. After a while, the door opened and sister-in-law Su Qingwan appeared. Seeing it was Su Jingming, Su Qingwan's eyes lit up. "Xiao Ming, why are you here? Come in, come in. The provincial rankings were released, and I thought you, the provincial champion, would be very busy. I didn't expect you to come over at this time. Old Tang, Xiao Ming is here, go make some tea." Sister-in-law Su Qingwan enthusiastically brought Su Jingming to the living room of the villa. Chapter 35 Leaving, A New Beginning. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Xiao Ming is here. A muscular man came out of the study. "Uncle." Su Jingming called politely. This man is his uncle Tang Daolin. "You sit down for a while and I'll make you some tea." Uncle Tang Daolin smiled and nodded, then shouted upstairs. "Chi-Chi, your cousin is here." Thump thump thump, following the sound of footsteps, Tang Chi walked down the stairs with slender steps. "Sister Chi." Su Jingming also shouted with a smile. "Jingming, that's great, you really won the provincial champion. I didn't have time to make a phone call just now, but now is it not too late to say congratulations?" Tang Chi smiled brightly and sat next to Su Qingwan. "Of course I can." Su Jingming smiled and said, "By the way, this is the gift I brought you. There are facial masks for my sister-in-law, skin care products for Sister Chi, and tea for my uncle." Su Jingming took out the gifts one by one. "Xiao Ming, you are serious?" My sister-in-law Su Qingwan was not too polite and was about to accept the gifts, but found that these gifts were from relatively luxurious brands. All added together, it costs at least 10,000 or 20,000. I couldn't help but stare. Why buy such an expensive gift? You will still have plenty of money to spend on college, take them back soon and return them. When you make money, it won't be too late to buy them for us. Sister-in-law, I earned these. Su Jingming grinned, because I won the provincial first prize. The city is going to reward me with 2 million, plus a special ability training method and a luxurious villa. These gifts of 10,000 or 20,000 are not a burden to me. Of course, even if there are no rewards from the city, with the help that my sister-in-law's family has given me over the years, it's appropriate to buy some expensive gifts. Wan Qing, just accept it. I also saw the city's reward announcement online. In addition, not only the city, but also many local companies in Jiangcheng have publicly expressed their intention to send you equipment and resources. My uncle smiled and brought a cup of steaming tea. Su Qingwan nodded and said, "No more, you can get rewards from the city, but you can't get things that companies want to give away." Su Jingming nodded to express his understanding. The city government has an official background, so there is no problem in getting rewards issued by the state, but this is not necessarily the case for private companies. If you take something given by the other party, you may cause some trouble in the future. By the way, your uncle just said that the city also gave you a villa. Where is this villa? Sister-in-law Su Qingwan asked curiously. The city told me to pick whatever I want, as long as it's within Jiangcheng, but I haven't decided where to choose yet, Su Jingming replied. Then you can just choose our Jinghu community. so you can move around more easily in the future. Su Qingwan quickly suggested. Okay. Su Jingming followed suit. For him, his parents are dead and he is alone. A house is just a place to sleep at night, any place will do. Since my sister-in-law wants to live here, then come here. Uncle Tang Daolin on the side was a little emotional when he heard this. He earned this house after struggling for most of his life, but now, not only does Su Jingming not need to spend a penny, others are still rushing to give it away. As expected, the future life is formidable. It just so happens that I have some problems with my training. When you move here, Jingming, I can ask you for advice. Tang Qi said with a smile, although she and Su Jingming used a dagger and the other a spear, but the opponent's combat experience is obviously much stronger than his own, and he can also provide some training guidance. Okay. Su Jingming nodded, paused, and said with some hesitation, but I may not be able to guide you for long. I will leave when everything here is settled. Go. Where to go? Su Qingwan was shocked. Su Jingming took out his admission notice and said, just now, I have been admitted to the Magic City University of Supernatural Powers. Have you been admitted? But haven't you started filling in your application yet? Su Qingwan was slightly startled. Filling in the application form only starts on the third day after the results of the martial arts college entrance examination are announced. Xiao Ming is the provincial champion. He took the special recruitment route and didn't have to wait to fill in the application form. Uncle Tang Daolin shook his head and answered. Special recruitment, I have to register for school so soon. Su Qingwan was a little disappointed. Originally, she wanted to take advantage of this vacation to have some fun with Su Jingming, but she also knows that the Magic City University of Supernatural Power is the top university in the country. Su Jingming must have had his own considerations when he chose to register for school early. The children will grow up after all. Su Qingwan shook her head and recovered quickly. It's a good thing to go to the Magic City University of Supernatural Powers. I'm treating you today and taking you to a big meal. It just so happens to be a celebration for Xiao Ming's provincial champion. Yeah, I want a lobster dinner. Tang Qi's eyes lit up, and Su Jingming also smiled. Just like that, the whole family went out happily. In the next few days, Su Jingming first appeared at a city government event and received a cash reward of 2 million, then he chose a double-story single-family villa in Jinghu community, covering a total area of more than 400 square meters. All the furniture in the villa is brand new. As for the original furniture and furnishings in the community, he has not touched them. In addition, he also invited his former high school best friends Zhang Hao and Lu Jie to have a meal. At the dinner table, the two best friends were envious of Su Jingming's rise. After learning that Su Jingming was struck by lightning and his powers mutated from E level to S level, he even called it bad luck. Of course, the results of the two of them are not bad. Lu Jie scored 245 points in the martial arts college entrance examination, so he is guaranteed to get into the university for special abilities. Zhang Hao, who took the cultural college entrance examination, also reached the first-class level. However, there is no comparison with the Magic City Superpower University that admitted Su Jingming. In the end, both Zhang Hao and Lu Jie were drunk. Ming, you kid has entered the Magic City University of Superpowers, but you must get an autographed photo of Goddess Jiang for me. Before getting into the taxi, Zhang Hao was still mumbling in confusion. Goddess Jiang, whose real name is Jiang Chuxian, is a superpower from the Magic City Superpower University. In the past 6 months, a video of killing a ferocious beast has become popular on the internet. In the video, her beautiful face contrasts sharply with her crisp killing style, hence the title of Goddess Jiang, and Zhang Hao is her die-hard fan. Su Jingming naturally agreed to this, and finally comforted him and put him in a taxi. At this point, all matters in Jiangcheng have been dealt with. The next day, June 16th. Under the watchful eyes of his sister-in-law and his family, Su Jingming picked up his suitcase and got on the high-speed train to Shanghai. Xiao Ming will probably soar into the sky once he leaves. Uncle Tang Daolin looked at the high-speed train gradually leaving with emotion on his face. Before this, who would have thought that Su Jingming could become the provincial champion and be admitted to the Magic University of Magic? By the way, Chi-Chi, I'm going to start filling out my application form soon. since your cousin Jingming went to the Magic University of Magic, you should try your best to choose a university there so that you can take care of each other in the future. Your dad is right. The Magic City is developing well, has a developed economy, and is not far from Jiangnan. It is a good choice. Mom and Dad, I understand. Chapter 36 When did I say we wanted to be together? You are listening at novelfull.audio. The straight-line distance between Jiangcheng and Magic City is more than 600 kilometers, and it takes more than 3 hours even by high-speed rail, Su Jingming called Zhang Qiang before boarding the high-speed rail. His original intention was to inform the other party that he was arriving today. Unexpectedly, Zhang Qiang was surprisingly enthusiastic and said he would drive and wait at the Shanghai high-speed railway station in advance. Su Jingming couldn't resist him, so he had no choice but to let him do it. After getting on the bus, Su Jingming put his luggage and found his seat, then he closed his eyes and rested against the window. At the same time, he was recalling the content about the superpower training method in his mind. In addition to the 2 million bonus and a villa that Jiangcheng gave him, the most important thing was this ability training method. This is a superpower training method called abyssal training method. Just like superpowers, superpower training methods also have different ratings. There are 4 different levels: beginner, intermediate, advanced and top. The higher the level, the faster the practice speed, and this Yuanhai training method is an intermediate. Superpower training method. The original version of the superpower training method was in the possession of the Jiangcheng government, and what was given to Su Jingming was only a copy. However, the content is the same and there is no difference in practice. There is not much content on the superpower training method. With Su Jingming's mental power of up to 180 Hz, it only took him more than 2 days to memorize all the contents. According to the contents of the supernatural training method, there is a special energy floating between heaven and earth. Only by absorbing this energy can the power of supernatural powers be enhanced. On the first day he received the superpower training method, Su Jingming sensed this special energy according to the content of the training method. At the same time, a plus sign also appears after the level on the system panel. However, he did not immediately choose to use power points to upgrade, because according to the content of the Abyssal Sea training method, one transforms from an awakened person into a person with superpowers, the higher the level of superpower training method used. To break through, the greater the benefits will be after the breakthrough, and when he entered the Magic City University of Superpowers, he would be able to learn about the top superpower training methods. Naturally, he would not choose to use the intermediate superpower training method to break through. The first thing I do after registering for school is to go to the library to check out the superpower training method. Su Jingming said silently in his heart, because I was really bored on the road and couldn't train. Originally just resting with his eyes closed, he leaned against the window. Feeling sleepy, he simply lay down on the table and fell asleep. The high-speed train from Jiangcheng to Shanghai will stop at several stations along the way. Among them is Ning'an City, the capital of Jiangnan province. Several seats around Su Jingming were originally empty, but after arriving in Ning'an City, they were all filled. There seemed to be several young people getting on the bus, and one of the boys kept talking after he sat down. After a while, Su Jingming's already vague sleepiness disappeared, and he had no choice but to stop sleeping and open his eyes. He was seated in a 4-seater with a table in the middle. At this time, there were 2 young people, a man and a woman, in the empty seats opposite. Next to him, there was also a girl wearing glasses sitting. The boy who had been chattering away since getting on the bus was the boy directly opposite Su Jingming. Huangpu University for the Extraordinary Ability is considered a good school in Shanghai. Last year, the minimum admission score was 406, my score this time was 421, which was not much higher, but basically stable. Moreover, my brother is also from Huangpu University of Supernatural Powers. When we get to the Magic City later, I can take you to visit it. Huangpu University of Extraordinary Abilities is generally not open to outsiders, so with my brother here, you are in luck this time. The boys were well dressed and talked a lot. Most of them are showing off their martial arts college entrance examination results and their connections at Huangpu University of Extraordinary Skills. The girl with glasses next to Su Jingming listened with a smile. The quieter girl next to the boy opposite looked vaguely impatient and barely answered the conversation. Actually, Lu Qian's patience with Zhang Qiang is indeed reaching its limit. The martial arts college entrance examination was over, and she and her best friend wanted to apply to universities in Shanghai, so I bought a high-speed rail ticket today and wanted to go and see it on the spot. However, I didn't expect that after getting in the car, I met Zhang Qiang next to me. After learning the purpose of the two of them, they started to brag. At first, she was quite patient and would smile and agree, but as time passed, these two things were mentioned over and over again, which made her feel a little bored, but out of politeness, she couldn't just speak up and tell the other person to shut up. No, it even woke up the person sleeping peacefully opposite. Lu Qian was about to apologize, but after seeing the other party's appearance, her beautiful eyes lit up. What a handsome guy! I saw the boy opposite him with a resolute appearance, a straight nose, and a pair of clear and lively eyes. Even compared to the male stars on TV, his appearance is not inferior. Although she is not a nymphomaniac, she can't help but feel fond of such a handsome young man, especially when there are flies chattering next to him. Sorry, I disturbed you. Lu Qian said slightly apologetically. Su Jingming waved his hand, indicating that he didn't care. Hello, I'm Sun Rui. Are you going to Magic City too? Compared with Lu Qian's quietness, the girl with glasses next to Su Jingming is obviously much more generous. Seeing that Su Jingming was about the same age as himself, he took the initiative to say hello. Su Jingming also went to the Magic City. Facing Sun Rui's inquiry, Su Jingming nodded politely. We are all going to the Magic City, so we are really destined. Lu Qian smiled brightly and said in a friendly manner, I'm Lu Qian, and I'm going to the Magic City to have a look at the University of Supernatural Powers there. I was on a trip there, and I stopped by Huanpu University of Abilities to see my brother. The boys next to Lu Qian also came forward. My name is Zhang Qiang, brother. You also went to the Magic City to visit the school. Su Jingming was about to say that he was going to register for school, but the boy kept to himself and continued. Seeing as you are about the same age as us, that's for sure. Let's do this. I'll take you all to Huanpu University of Supernatural Powers later. Zhang Qiang chuckled, with a touch of superiority in his tone. When the application form is completed, I will go to Huanpu University of Special Abilities. Su Jingming was speechless when he heard this. Magic City, as an international metropolis, in addition to the top Magic City universities for supernatural powers, there are indeed some good universities for supernatural powers. But among these colleges and universities, Huanpu University of Special Skills, with an admission score of just over 400 points, is definitely not very good. Of course, for ordinary candidates, it is indeed a prestigious school. Su Jingming didn't have much desire to talk to people he didn't know well. Lu Qian is also a girl with a quiet personality, while Sun Rui has a slightly more lively personality. But she seemed more interested in listening than talking, therefore, Zhang Qiang naturally took the dominant position in the subsequent chat. He tried his best to show off his college entrance examination results and his connections at Huanpu University of Special Skills, hoping to attract Lu Qian's attention. It's just that the words were so clumsy that Su Jingming couldn't help but shake his head secretly. Not to mention Lu Qian, she almost had the word disgust written directly on her forehead. However, Lu Qian's endurance is much stronger than when she first got in the car. After all, now there is an attractive little handsome guy, right? Therefore, in the following time, Lu Qian's eyes almost wandered to Su Jingming. Time passed quickly, and after 12 noon, the train finally arrived at the Shanghai high-speed railway station. Su Jingming and his party followed the flow of people and walked out. On the way, Zhang Qiang tried to ask for Lu Qian's contact information, but was met with disappointment. Soon, the group of people walked out of the high-speed rail station. Outside the station, taxis and private cars picking up. Passengers were parked one after another. When Zhang Qiang saw one of the cars, his eyes lit up and he quickly approached Lu Qian to show his courtesy. My brother's car has arrived. Come with me. We are going to visit Huanpu University of Special Abilities. After saying that, he looked at Su Jingming pretending to be sorry. But my brother's car doesn't have enough seats, so if you want to go with him, you'll have to take a taxi yourself. But don't worry, we will wait for you at the school gate. Generally speaking, cars have 5 seats, and including my cousin as the driver, there are only 4 people, so there is naturally enough room for them. He said this deliberately just to drive Su Jingming away. After all, he was not blind. During the moment in the car, the beautiful Lu Qian's attention was almost entirely on Su Jingming. Any fool can tell that Lu Qian has a crush on Su Jingming. However, if he can crowd out the opponent, he might still have a chance. However, his coquettish operation not only failed to achieve the desired results, instead, Su Jingming looked at him like he was looking at a fool. When did I say I wanted to come along? Chapter 37. A distinguished guest from the Demon University. The confused Zhang Qiang. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lu Qian also reacted, her eyebrows stood up, and she said angrily. Zhang Qiang, your car only has 4 seats. Aren't you deliberately targeting me? I definitely didn't mean it, I just thought it might be a bit crowded with so many people sitting there. Since you said so, let's go together. My brother's car can accommodate us. Seeing that Lu Qian was angry, Zhang Qiang was slightly startled, and then immediately changed his mind. He wanted to squeeze Su Jingming away, but there was no point in Lu Qian leaving. Do you think that everyone rarely visits Huangpu University of Supernatural Powers? Lu Qian's eyes widened, and then she turned to look at Su Jingming. Jingming, if you don't mind, you can take a taxi with us. Before coming here, we had planned several universities that we needed to visit, and we could do it together. Huangpu University of SpecialAbilities is indeed a pretty good school, and it's generally not open to outsiders. If it were normal times, she would really want to visit, but she was really fed up with Zhang Qiang's bottomless greasy show-off. She couldn't bear to deliberately squeeze on others now. Sun Rui on the side also saw that Zhang Qiang seemed to be deliberately targeting Su Jingming. Although she really wanted to visit Huangpu University of Supernatural Power, at this time, she still stood firmly by Lu Qian's side. He smiled and invited Su Jingming, come with us, it will be more lively if there is one more person. You guys. Upon hearing this, Zhang Qiang's originally handsome face suddenly turned the color of pig liver. However, Su Jingming didn't even look at him and said to Lu Qian and Sun Rui. I'm going to the university town of Shanghai, and there's a car coming to pick me up. I'm going to ask if I can take you with me. If that's okay, I can take you there with me. Magic University City. Lu Qian was slightly startled when she heard this. Shanghai University Town is a famous attraction in Shanghai. There are not only the top 3 top universities in the country, but also the Magic City University of Superpowers. Several surrounding universities are also among the best in the country, with extremely high admission scores. Of course, precisely because they are all famous schools, you need to make an appointment in advance if you want to visit. It's just that it's so popular that people who have made reservations to visit have been waiting for several months, and they haven't been able to grab a spot at all. However, for such a famous attraction as the Shanghai University Town, it is quite nice to visit it even outside the campus. After thinking about it, Lu Qian nodded and said, okay, let's go there together. And ask. If it doesn't work, we'll take a taxi ourselves. Su Jingming had already seen Zhang Qiaoyang's car when he exited the subway exit, so he took Lu Qian and Sun Rui to walk there. Humph, you guys who haven't even made an appointment to attend the Huangpu University of Supernatural Powers, I don't believe you can still get into the school over there in the Demon City University City. Looking at the 3 people leaving together, Zhang Qiang couldn't help but feel a little strange, but then, after discovering the direction Su Jingming was walking in, his eyes widened. That I saw a Mercedes-Benz X100 off-road vehicle parked in the direction Su Jingming walked towards. The Mercedes-Benz X100 is a military-type off-road vehicle. It only takes 1.8 seconds to accelerate to a speed of 100 per hour, and is suitable for any complex terrain. It is the favorite off-road vehicle model for adventurers in wilderness areas, with an official selling price of tens of millions. Of course, in the economically developed city, tens of millions of cars are nothing. The most eye-catching thing is the huge badges painted on the hood and doors of the vehicle. In the center of the badge is a sharp sword, surrounded by roses with thorns. The overall look is domineering and gorgeous. This badge is recognized by almost everyone in the Magic City. That's the school emblem of Magic City University of Superpowers. Although Zhang Qiang is not a native of Magic City, as a college entrance examination student, he naturally recognizes the school badge of Magic City University of Superpowers. In fact, he noticed the car as soon as he walked out of the high-speed rail station. I just thought it was to pick up a distinguished guest from the Magic City University of Superpowers, so I didn't care. Unexpectedly, the person waiting in this car was Su Jingming. Impossible. Absolutely impossible, he must be heading towards other vehicles. Zhang Qiang stared at Su Jingming, hoping that he had guessed wrong. However, the other party took Lu Qian and Sun Rui, got into the car very smoothly, and drove away. Zhang Qiang in the distance was stunned. The special car of the Magic City Superpower University cannot be easily called and is generally only used to receive important people. In other words, Su Jingming, who was dressed simply, was actually a distinguished guest at the Magic University of Magic. Good guy, are all distinguished guests so low-key? Although he was shocked, Zhang Qiang was also a little lucky. Fortunately, I wasn't too arrogant just now. On the other side, after getting the consent of Zhang Qiang, director of the admissions office, Su Jingming took the two of them into the car. Naturally, Lu Qian and Sun Rui also recognized the school emblem of the Magic City University of Superpowers. I just didn't expect that what was waiting for Su Jingming would be such a car. When they came to their senses, the two of them had already been taken into the car. These are all your friends? From the driver's seat, Zhang Qiang asked with a smile. We met on the high-speed rail. They want to apply for a university here in Shanghai. This time they come to visit and inspect. I thought there were many schools over there in the university town of Shanghai, so I took them there along the way. Su Jingming, who was sitting in the passenger seat, briefly explained a few words. Oh. There are indeed some good schools in the university town, but if you want to visit, you need to make an appointment in advance. Have you all made reservations? See Zhang Qiang mentioning himself. In the back seat, Lu Qian and Sun Rui, who were as quiet as quails and were shocked by Zhang Qiang's high-level superpower aura after getting in the car, shook their heads quickly. Do I need to make an appointment in advance to visit the school? Su Jingming frowned. This was something he didn't expect. I didn't think twice. When we get there later, I'll take a taxi to take you to the place you originally planned. Su Jingming apologized, but Lu Qian and Sun Rui, who were sitting in the back row, waved their hands quickly. Just looking around, here are 2 visiting passes for all the schools in Magic City University City. Just take them. While waiting for the red light, Zhang Qiang handed over 2 passes from the front row. Visit pass. Lu Qian and Sun Rui's eyes lit up at the same time. Of course they knew that there was a visit pass to the Magic City University City, but it was impossible to get a visit pass on the official website. The scalpers do have tickets, but one ticket costs 20,000 to 30,000 yuan, but they, as students, simply cannot afford it. It's too expensive, we can't have it. Although they wanted it very much, Lu Qian and Sun Rui resisted the temptation and shook their heads in refusal. It's just 2 tickets, what's so valuable about them? I have a bunch more here. Zhang Qiang laughed and opened the box where the sundries were stored in the car. Inside the box, there is a stack of such passes neatly arranged, at least hundreds of them. These were given to me by others, but I have no use for them. Since you are all friends of classmate Su, it's okay to give 2 of them. As the director of the admissions office, Zhang Qiang gets many such passes every year, but students from the main school of Magic City University of Supernatural Powers can enter and exit all schools in the university town at will, so naturally they don't need this kind of pass. If you stay with him, it will be like a waste of paper. In fact, it's just a small part of what's on this car. There are at least hundreds of them in the drawer in his office. Chapter 38 The Magnificent Magical University of Magic. Luxurious Dormitory. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Since the other party said so, Lu Qian and Sun Rui knew, it would be too contrived not to accept these 2 tickets, so after thanking me seriously, I accepted the 2 passes. As the director of the admissions office of the Magic University, Zhang Qiang is very experienced in filling out application forms. Along the way, I gave Lu Qian and Sun Rui a lot of suggestions on how to fill out the volunteer application form. For example, which school in Magic City may expand its enrollment this year, which school's score line may be lowered, and so on. Inside information like this is simply out of the reach of ordinary people, so besides being happy, Lu Qian and Sun Rui were also extremely lucky to meet Su Jingming on the road, otherwise, it would be impossible to have access to such confidential information. The off-road vehicle sped along and soon entered the Magic City University town. Finally, he stopped in front of the entrance of the Magic City Superpower University. "I'll park the car first. You guys wait for me here." After putting Su Jingming and the others down, Zhang Qiang went to park the car alone. Su Jingming also had this opportunity to look at the top school in the country in front of him. When he was still in Jiangcheng, he checked the information about the Magic City University of Superpowers on the internet. I know that the Magic City Superpower University is very impressive. But when this school actually appeared in front of him, he felt shocked. From what I can see, a school gate is hundreds of meters wide. The flat cement road below can accommodate dozens of cars passing through at the same time. The height is almost more than 10 meters. On the huge school gate, the 6 characters Magic City University of Supernatural Powers are written in flying colors, shining brightly under the noon sun. "Good guy, Xiao is so impressive at the school gate. What will it look like inside the school?" Su Jingming finally understood why so many candidates aspired to top universities. In addition to the profound teaching heritage, going in and out of such a grand door every day is also a visual enjoyment. At the same time, Su Jingming couldn't help but look forward to his campus life in the next 4 years. On the side, Lu Qian and Sun Rui were equally shocked by the magnificence of the Magic City University of Superpowers, staring at the school gate without blinking. "How's it going?" "It's shocking." At this time, Zhang Qiang appeared beside him with a smile after parking his car. This was one of the reasons why he chose to pick up Su Jingming in person. "Our Magic City University of Supernatural Powers covers an area of 40,000 acres, a total of 26 square kilometers. It is just right for a school like this." Zhang Qiang's next words made Lu Qian open her mouth and her eyes widened. 26 square kilometers. "I remember that your Magic City University of Superpowers only recruits 1,000 new students every year. The total number of students in the 4 grades is only more than 4,000, right? Such a small number of people living in such a big place." Lu Qian knew that the Magic City Superpower University was very big, but she didn't expect it to be 26 square kilometers. This is almost half the size of a county town. And in such a large area, only more than 4,000 people live. You know, this is a magical city where every inch of land is precious. For a school to have such a large area is simply magical. There are not that few people. All the teachers and staff combined, there are almost more than 10,000 people, and the per capita area is only more than 2,600 square meters. Zhang Qiang's yes immediately made Lu Qian and Sun Rui's eyes turn red with envy. The per capita area is more than 2,600 square meters. What a terrifying figure. For an ordinary university, it would be great to have 1% of the area per capita. In this way, amidst all kinds of shocking emotions, Lu Qian and Sun Rui were taken into the Magic City University of Superpowers. When he came to his senses, Su Jingming was already waving goodbye. "I told Teacher Zhang that you can visit the school casually, but once you go out, you can't come in again. Let's say goodbye to you two here. I hope you will eventually be selected by the university of your choice." For Lu Qian, like Su Jingming, whose height and appearance perfectly match her own aesthetic standards, it is impossible to say she has no favorable impressions. But he looked at the other person's figure leaving with Zhang Qiang. She summoned up all her courage but failed to stop the other party and express her request for contact information. "After all, we are not from the same world. She just came from an ordinary family," and to Su Jingming, who had the Magic University of Magic come to pick her up in person, she was just like a passerby. It would be nice to have a one-time relationship, but wanting to develop a deeper relationship is tantamount to wishful thinking. "Xiao Qian, I know who Su Jingming is." Sun Rui on the side suddenly screamed and handed the phone to Lu Qian. "I just said that he looks familiar. It turns out that he is the #1 scholar in our Jiangnan province." It turns out to be him. Looking at the news and accompanying photos about Su Jingming on Sun Rui's phone. Only then did Lu Qian connect Su Jingming with the provincial champion who had a falling out with the entire Jiangnan province some time ago. It turns out that he finally chose the Magic City University of Superpowers. No wonder a teacher went to pick him up in person. Although there is a lot of commotion on the internet, you may not be able to recognize him when you see him offline. This is the instinctive reaction of most people, and Lu Qian is no exception. There is no definite news on the internet about which university Su Jingming will eventually choose, but I didn't expect that the other party had already chosen the Magic City University of Superpowers and had already started enrolling. Sure enough, we are not from the same world. After learning the other party's true identity, Lu Qian felt relaxed and pulled up her best friend Sun Rui with a smile. Let's go, it's hard to come in, we want to have a nice stroll. With the director of the admissions office leading the way, Su Jingming encountered no obstacles in his enrollment. It only took more than half an hour to complete all the procedures. Get your student ID card and dormitory key. Originally, Su Jingming was shocked by the entrance of the Magic University of Superpowers at the school gate. But when he saw his dormitory, he was shocked again. In his previous life, he had seen a lot of dormitories as a doctoral student. I even changed 3 universities and lived in 3 or 4 different dormitories. There are 4-person rooms, single rooms, and even 3 bedrooms and 1 living room specially allocated for doctoral students. But he has never seen anyone use a villa as a dormitory like the Magic University of Magic. The villa in front of him looked even more luxurious than the one he had in Jiangcheng. Now, Su Jingming finally understood why the Magic City Superpower University covers such a large area. All these villas provided for students would probably take up less than half of the area. Chapter 39 2 Major Systems. Credit. Exclusive Tutor. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Every student in our school lives in a villa. Of course, the scores are different and the level of luxury of the villa is also different. A provincial champion like you lives in the most luxurious one, with a total area of more than 800 square meters. But you don't have to worry about being alone. The villa is allocated for 2 people and has 2 floors. You and your roommate are on the same floor. After listening to Zhang Qiang's explanation, Su Jingming breathed a sigh of relief. Having been an orphan before and after time travel, he had had enough of living alone. It would be better to have a roommate to accompany him. In fact, he preferred the pleasant atmosphere of the 4-person dormitory. A double dormitory is not bad, it's better than a single dormitory. Su Jingming took out the key, opened the villa door, and entered the villa with his suitcase. Compared with the exterior decoration, the interior of the villa is more luxurious. The floor is made of large marble floors, which are polished and shiny. The furniture and furnishings everywhere in the house are also extremely exquisite. The dormitory is cleaned by cleaning staff every week, so you don't have to worry about hygiene. Zhang Qiang, who followed in, added, it would be impossible to clean the entire 800 square meter dormitory in one day. The purpose of recruiting students is to allow them to receive the most professional training, so naturally it is impossible for them to waste time on such chores. All the registration procedures have been completed. Next, I will tell you a few things that need special attention in our school. You say. Su Jingming's eyes lit up, and he sat opposite Zhang Qiang on the sofa. There are 2 things that need to be paid attention to at the Magic City University of Supernatural Powers. One is the credit system and the other is the exclusive tutor system. Zhang Qiang said slowly, first of all, it's the credit system. At Magic University, credits are everything. Whether you are eating, buying equipment, or buying some natural materials and treasures, you need to use credits. The value of 1 credit is almost equivalent to 10,000 daxia coins. Of course, the actual value may be much higher than 10,000 daxia coins. After all, many of the things in our school mall are priced but not available outside. There are many ways to obtain credits. One type is fixed distribution based on ratings. Every new student admitted will receive a corresponding rating. For example, if you are rated S after admission, you can receive 100 credits every academic year. Also, ratings are not set in stone. Under Zhang Qiang's explanation, Su Jingming roughly understood what credits were. Credits are the hard currency of Magic University. As long as you have credits, you can buy almost anything you want. You can also obtain it by doing school tasks, climbing the combat power list, etc. An individual's credit balance can be checked on the school's official website. Zhang Qiang clapped his hands and shouted softly, "Eva, come out." Su Jingming didn't realize who he was calling. A cute-looking ball was projected in mid-air not far in front of him. This is the artificial intelligence that's in every dormitory. Eva's body is the school's advanced artificial intelligence, and those in the dormitory are just its descendants. Of course, even the sub-body has reached the level 4 artificial intelligence standard, which is completely sufficient to assist daily life. Zhang Qiang explained. Every sub-body has reached level 4 artificial intelligence. Su Jingming clicked his tongue in surprise. When he first crossed over, he thought that the Blue Star world didn't seem to be much different except that there were more ferocious beasts and supernatural powers than in the previous life. But later he discovered that Blue Star's technological development was much more advanced than in his previous life. It not only realizes the holographic simulation technology that is most loved by game enthusiasts, but it is also very powerful in terms of artificial intelligence. Level 4 artificial intelligence can already communicate with real people without any flaws. As for the most advanced artificial intelligence, it is said that it has real emotions and is no different from real people. Of course, whether it is holographic simulation technology or advanced artificial intelligence, these are things only upper-class people have access to. Su Jingming, who has a simple family background, has never been exposed to it since he was born. That's why at the beginning of the time travel, there was an impression that the development of Blue Star technology was similar to that of the previous life. Next, with Zhang Qiang's help, Su Jingming also learned to use this artificial intelligence named Eva. And I checked my remaining credits on the school's official website, and it was indeed 100 points. This also made Su Jingming sigh with emotion at the school's pride. 100 credits is equivalent to 1 million daxia coins. There are almost more than 1,000 freshmen admitted to the Magic City Superpower University every year. In other words, just the basic credits given to freshmen every year will cost Magic University 200 million daxia coins. As expected of a top university, with deep pockets, Su Jingming secretly marveled, and Zhang Qiang opposite began to talk about the next important point. The second thing to note is our school's exclusive tutor system. Each student can choose his or her favorite tutor to become his or her own tutor. Of course, this requires the instructor's approval. Exclusive tutor. Su Jingming was a little confused. Don't all the instructors attend the courses arranged by the school? Why do you need to have a special apprenticeship? Can the efficiency of a class's collective teaching be comparable to one-on-one instruction? Zhang Qiang explained with a smile. In addition, the instructors in our school are all high-level superpowers. Almost everyone has their own unique combat skills and superpower training methods. Some of them are less important combat skills and superpower training methods. Maybe you will choose to share it with our library and become one of its collections, but how could those mentors share their famous stunts and powerful combat skills selflessly? It is only possible to learn it after becoming a disciple. Su Jingming finally understood Zhang Qiang's explanation. Too many powerful combat skills are the result of the lifelong efforts of those with special powers. It is simply unrealistic to expect the other party to share it selflessly in a regular classroom. It is only possible to learn after establishing a closer master-disciple relationship. Teacher Zhang, is it troublesome to become a disciple? What preparations need to be made? Su Jingming asked quickly. Although there is a system around me, having an extra mentor will undoubtedly make my path of practice smoother. It may be troublesome for other people, but for you with S-level powers, the difficulty is almost zero. Zhang Qiang said with a smile, you just need to find your favorite thunder and lightning instructor and come visit him, and show your S-level abilities and current strength. I believe that no mentor will reject you. After speaking, he added. We have 4 Thunder and Lightning Department instructors at the Magic City Superpower University. Among them, young Zhentian, the Dean of the Weapons Academy, is the first person I recommend to you as your apprentice. Chapter 45 Colleges. Thunder Gun Young Zhentian. You are listening at novelfull.audio. 10 minutes later, Su Jingming sent Zhang Qiang away and sat alone and relaxed on the sofa in the living room. Fortunately, I have such an admissions teacher to guide me. Otherwise, I really don't know that there are so many things to pay attention to in the Magic City University of Supernatural Powers. Su Jingming was a little lucky, of course. Zhang Qiang also said that these contents can be found in the required reading for freshmen on the school's official website forum, but after all, it was not as detailed as what the other party said, especially the thunder and lightning instructor that the other party mentioned was the most suitable for him. Thinking of this, Su Jingming said, "Eva, help me search for information about my mentor Yang Zhentian." Okay. The virtual light ball in mid-air flickered, and then projected all information interfaces related to Yang Zhentian. Yang Zhentian, 52 years old, is the Dean of the Weaponry School of the Magic City University of Superpowers and a 7th-level high-level superpower user. He possesses the A-level lightning power, wind, fire and true thunder, and is good at using various weapons such as boxing, broadsword, spear, and long sword. Among them, he is the most proficient with spears and is nicknamed the Thunder Spear. Once in the wilderness area, I fought with the 8th-level ferocious beast earth-shaking demonic python for 3 days and 3 nights, and finally killed it alone. Su Jingming already knew this from the conversation with Zhang Qiang just now. The Magic City Superpower University is divided into 5 major colleges. They are Element Academy, Weapons Academy, Tactics Academy, Auxiliary Academy, and Logistics Academy. Each college's teaching methods and focus are different. As the name suggests, the Academy of Elements mainly recruits students with elemental powers. Of course, lightning abilities under the natural category are also within the scope of recruitment. The Academy of Elements focuses on cultivating students' abilities, with the ultimate goal of maximizing the power of elemental abilities. The Weapons Academy is better at cultivating melee combatants, using the weapons in their hands as the main means of attack, can combine superpowers and weapons very well. Every student who graduates from the Weapons Academy is undoubtedly a weapons master. The Tactics Academy mainly recruits people with mental abilities to cultivate their command and combat capabilities. Certainly, this is not to say that the students at the Tactics Academy are weak. On the contrary, he is a Tactics Academy student who has developed his spiritual abilities to the extreme. One look can directly destroy the enemy's mind, turn the opponent into a moron and end the battle directly. It can bring very powerful increases to yourself and your teammates, and is an indispensable and important partner on the battlefield. As for the final Logistics Academy, most of them are students with special powers, mainly responsible for some logistical production work. This can be clearly seen from the 5 major colleges of the Magic University. This is cultivating talents in different directions for the Beast War. And those who are qualified to serve as deans of various colleges are the strongest among the strong. For example, Yang Zhentian, the dean of the Weapons Academy, single-handedly killed an 8th-level ferocious beast with his 7th-level strength. This is a very terrible record. After all, high-level superpowers are not like low-level superpowers. There is not much difference in strength between each level. When you reach high levels, your strength will undergo earth-shaking changes in each segment. For such a big rank, the difference in strength is even more terrifying. High-level superpowers with cross-level combat capabilities like Yang Zhentian are extremely rare in the entire Daxia Kingdom. That's right. If you're not strong enough, you can't become the Dean of the Weapons Academy. Su Jingming nodded slightly. A-level thunder and lightning power, 7th-level upper-level strength. He is also proficient in using long spears and has the nickname Thunder Spear. Judging from this series of information introduction, Yang Zhentian is indeed a mentor that is very suitable for his current situation. There are 4 Thunder and Lightning Department instructors in our school. Let's take a look at the information about the other 3. Su Jingming found out the information about the remaining 3 Thunder and Lightning instructors through Eva. These 3 mentors all have A-level powers, and the lowest level ones are all 6th level. However, 2 of them are tutors from the Elements Academy. In other words, these 2 mentors do not know how to use weapons and only hone their abilities. To use an easy-to-understand description, they can be regarded as thunder mages in online games who can only cast spells remotely, but he only has the strength of a 7th level lower level, and the main weapon he uses is not a spear, but a long sword. Compared with Yang Zhentian, who has the nickname Thunder Gun, this mentor is undoubtedly much inferior. At present, it seems that Yang Zhentian, the Dean of the Weapons Academy, is indeed my best choice for apprenticeship. After you tidy up the room and have lunch, you can go and try to become a disciple. Su Jingming asked Eva to turn off the projection and restore it to standby mode, then he picked up his suitcase and walked up the stairs to the second floor. The villa has 2 floors, and he prefers the second floor with a wide view and open-air balcony. Since the other roommate hasn't arrived yet, he will move in first. While going upstairs, Su Jingming finally discovered the only shortcoming of the villa. That is, there is no elevator, and wooden handrails are used. However, with his current energy level of 181 points, it is very easy to carry a 20-kilogram suitcase upstairs. On the second floor, Su Jingming quickly found the bedroom. The bedroom is large, almost 50 square meters, with a large bed 2 meters long and 2 meters wide in the middle. On the bed, brand new bedding has been laid. Opposite the bed is a desk with a computer placed on it. There is a window on the side of the desk. Through the windows, one can see the flat road below. That's where he and Zhang Qiang came from just now. Everything in the entire bedroom is brand new. If I had known better, I shouldn't have brought so many things here. There are many things in Su Jingming's suitcase. Not only are there a change of clothes, but there are also odds and ends such as toothpaste and toothbrushes. After everything was put away and tidied up, it was already half an hour later. Hurry up and eat, then go find teacher Yang Zhentian. Su Jingming looked at the time on his phone. It was now 1:30, which was exactly the time for lunch. There are 4 canteens at Shanghai University, each of which serves food 24 hours a day. Even if you miss your meal, there is no problem. Su Jingming took his student ID card and villa key and left the villa. When he came here just now, he had been chatting with Zhang Qiang and didn't pay attention to his surroundings, so this time he deliberately slowed down and paid attention to the scenery around him. As a top university, the campus environment of Magic University is impeccable. On both sides of the road are green grasslands with various flowers blooming on them. The faint floral fragrance wafts in the air. Along the way, you can see pavilions and seats everywhere for people to rest. At this time, it was during the summer vacation at the Magic City Superpower University. However, there are still many students in the school. Some were walking side by side, and some were alone, and the auras of these students are all very powerful. At least they are all first and second level superpowers. We can even occasionally see students whose aura is only weaker than Zhang Qiang. As expected of a top university, it is indeed a crouching tiger, hidden dragon. Su Jingming sighed in his heart. In the previous chat, he already knew that Zhang Qiang was a 5th level low-level superpower. The aura is only 1 point weaker than the opponent's, but the strength is basically at level 4 or above.